Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Raising Ummah. Today, inshallah, we will be talking about another FIA project. And for those of you who just joined our page, FIA stands for Faith in Action. These are weekly projects, hands-on project in which we do something related or we bring our faith and deen into action, or at least we try to. And today's project is with the title Personal Mantra. So hopefully you will like it and you will try it yourself with your children. So let's get started and see what it's all about. So every time I try to think of a project, a weekly project for FIA, I always try to set a goal and see what it is or how am I going to achieve this goal. For this project specifically, I actually had three goals, three main goals that I wanted to achieve. Number one, I wanted to remind my kids of their main purpose in this life and why they're created and put on earth. And number two, I wanted to teach them about what a personal or spiritual mantra is and how important it is to live your life by having one. And then the last goal is to help them choose a personal mantra or spiritual mantra from the Quran and the Sunnah that aligns with their main purpose in this life. So that being said, let's start with the first main goal. Why are we here? Why are we put on this earth? Why are we created? Allah created so many other creatures on this earth. Do we all have the same purpose on this life? He created animals and plants. Why are we created and put on earth? Are we like animals and plants? Are we here to eat, drink, go to sleep? Or are we here to watch screen all day long? Luckily, and alhamdulillah, they all said no. I was really afraid that one of them will say yes, we are here to watch screen all day long. But alhamdulillah, they all said no. Now, so what is it? Why are we created and put in this earth instead of being put straight into Jannah? Now, instead of just going all lecture and having a long lecture about why we're created and the purpose of life, I try to make it very light and simple by saying we're here and we're put on earth to simply build our Jannah, to do what it takes to make sure that we have a good place up there in the hereafter in Jannah, inshallah. How do we do this? How do we go about doing that? By two main things. Number one is to praise Allah and worship Him the way He asked us to worship Him. And that, of course, includes the salah, the zakah, the fasting, all the rituals that He asked us to do. And then number two is by doing good deeds. And that includes mainly how we act and how the good deeds that we do and how we interact with people around us. Again, following the guidelines of the Quran and the Sunnah of how to do that, what is considered a good deed, and how we interact with others around people around us. Now, so that is for my first goal. Now, for my second goal, of course, everybody's going to ask, so what is a personal or a spiritual mantra? To be honest, I was kind of confused. Would I use mantra or motto? But then when I read more about each one of them, and I felt that mantra aligns more with what I really wanted to achieve with this project. So I chose mantra. And I explained to the kids simply, mantra is like a mind instrument, something that you want to be playing all the time in your head to help you live your life in a certain way. And in our situation, this will be, of course, from the Quran and the Sunnah, because that's how we should be live this life. that was it. So now, before to our third goal, which is to choose a personal mantra from the Quran and the Sunnah that aligns with our main purpose in life, what if, you're asking them to get something from the Quran and the Sunnah, and they say, oh, well, I don't, I'm not a hafiz, I don't remember anything, or I don't know anything from Quran or Sunnah that I can recall, or it's just one of these days that they don't want to work with you and make your life easier. And I'm sure a lot of moms can relate to that. But what if you yourself are not, you cannot recall, or you don't know much about the Quran and the Sunnah? What do? The answer is very simple. In this situation, we call on the help of our dear old friend, Mr. Google. I'm sure this is a great help to a lot of homeschool moms, or even moms in general, or anybody in general. But let me tell you something. This is the best part of this project. We enjoyed this part of the project more than we enjoyed the project itself, to be honest. This is the opportunity for you to showcase Quran to your children. Bring the children, tell them, what is it that you want your personal mantra to be about? And go do your search. Do you want it to be about Allah? Do you want it to be about the hereafter, or the Jannah, or patience, or how Allah is with you all the time, or Allah's forgiveness, or what is it? You name it, and we will find it in the Quran. This way, you show your children that Quran is not just all these things that we say about Quran, the word of Allah, it's really good, it has the answers to everything. You really show the children in action that anything it is, whatever it is, you will find it in the Quran. So we did enjoy this part of the project very, very, very much. And we went over all these ayat that came up on Google search. We went over it, the meaning, even the ones that they already know, just to refresh our minds with it. Now, after that's being done, I asked them to get to work and start looking for what suits them best, what they want to be the mental instrument that they want playing all the time in the back of their mind. And drum roll, everybody. We actually had a lot of good results, and you will see in a second. And even the way they showed it was really interesting. So one of my kids chose something that is neither from the Quran nor the Sunnah. And of course, you will always have one of these children that just don't want to do exactly what you ask them to do. But you know what? She did choose something really interesting. It's a saying by Umar ibn al-Khattab. And we came across this saying from our family basket, one of our reading in our family basket. And ever since I told her this, it's just, she keeps saying that it sings, like she hears it all the time in the back of her mind. So I let it be, especially that she likes it and she does understand what it means. And this is an ayah from Surah Al-Baqarah. This is another one of my other older ones. Now, both of them use the same method. They wrote the ayah or the saying with tape, and then they used acrylic paint to do the background. And once it dried, they removed the tape. I have no idea where they got this method from, but it was really neat watching it. It was really a nice experience, even for their siblings to watch it. And then another one chose this ayah, and we just printed the ayah on a glitter sticky paper from the back. I got it from Dollar General, so it was really cheap. And then he chose to color the background first and then print the ayat. He tried to go over it with calligraphic pens, but he didn't like how it looks, so he just did half of the ayah. And then for the little ones, I printed it again on glitter paper, and they painted, the borders. And then I gave them, this is an ayah from about Jannah. So I gave her a lot of stickers, and I asked her to put the stickers of things that she wants to have in Jannah. So she enjoyed this part of the project very much. Then I asked each one of them to get their poster and hang it on the wall in their bedroom, right in front of their bed. This way, it will be the last thing they see before they go to bed, and the first thing they see when they wake up. So this way they help play the mental instrument all the time throughout their day. And that's the whole purpose of this project, that this area that they chose, that it reminds them of their purpose in this life, to keep playing in the back of their head as they're living or going about their daily life. So that was it. If you guys like it, try it with your children, and hopefully you all benefit from it. And of course, I won't forget to ask you to please make dua for my family and myself. And of course, don't forget to visit our Facebook page, Raising Ummah. That's about it. I'll see you on another project. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.